Hi, and welcome to my channel, Super Simple by Design. It is a place where I try to make everything super simple but fun. So as it gets colder outside, I transition from the thinner fabrics into the warmer, more comfy and fleecy fabrics. As you can see, this is a very, very soft fleece fabric that I'm wearing. And I also made this other dress out of fleece. I love this dress. I end up wearing it a lot in the winter and especially during the holidays. It's a very kind of cheerful kind of dress. I used to buy my fabric at Joann's, which is a fabric store that just went out of business, and I have been really sad by it, and I have been looking around trying to figure out where else can I buy fabric. It just happened that I walked into Walmart just yesterday. And as I was walking through the aisles, I happened to go buy these blankets. I guess they're Mainstay fleece throws. They are really inexpensive. I think the sign said 5 something, but then it rang up to 4 something. And I thought, gosh, you know, maybe I can try to make one of these dresses out of a blanket. So it is a 50 by 60. Yeah, it's 50 inch by 60 inch. I have not opened it up. I don't know if it actually is enough to make a dress, but I thought I'd do it here together with you guys. But let me see. Yeah, I think, let's see, if we put this in half like this, we would definitely get 2 panels of this dress. Yeah, it looks like it's enough. It's really important that whenever you guys buy fleece, if you want to make this dress, is that the fleece has a stretchy element to it. Some of the fleece that you can find right now, they don't really stretch. And because there are no zippers and there are no buttons, it's just not a good fabric if it doesn't stretch. It doesn't have any stretch in this direction, but that's okay because this direction is going to go down, so you actually don't need the stretch, but you definitely need the stretch in this direction so you can put it overhead. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to make a dress out of a blanket, and let's see how it comes out. Now that I'm ready to cut out my pattern, I want to show you guys that I transferred my pattern onto a fabric, and this is what I use as a pattern all the time. As I mentioned in my other video, is the reason I do that is because it's so much easier to fold up a pattern that's made out of fabric than it is out of paper. The pattern for this dress is made out of only 2 pieces. That's it. This is, I believe, the back, and this piece is the front. It's upside down, but it's the front. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just 2 pieces, and then you have to cut out a drawstring. Let's cut the pattern out, and then I'm going to sew it. This video is going to be a little bit faster and a lot shorter. I went into details on how to cut it and how to sew this particular pattern in my first video, so please go check that one out if you're actually making a dress. This is going to be just a really quick and fast version of my first video. So now that I'm ready to cut the fabric, it is really important that the fabric is stretchy on the bottom. So the bottom part of our fabric, or on this side, is going to be the stretchy part, and this side is going to be the non-stretchy part. Also, when you work with fabric that has design on it or patterns, it's really important that you kind of look at it and try to figure out how that pattern is going to look on your body. So this is a bit of a challenge because it has so many stripes, so many lines, that it's going to be interesting. And I'm going to cut this pattern in particular. I am going to leave about 1 inch extra. So I'm not going to cut it right by the pattern. I'm actually going to give myself about 1 inch extra because I'm working with fleece, and because this fabric is a lot thicker than the fabrics I usually use in the summer. So you want it to be a little bit more roomy and a little bit larger when it's done. You don't want it to fit too tight. Okay, so I think we're ready to start cutting. I cut up the pattern, I'm going to make sure that when I pin it, it is pretty side to pretty side, meaning the face of the pattern. This is the back of the pattern. And once I pin it, I'm going to sew it. I also always make sure that I match the pattern right here at the armholes. That's like kind of like the best place to match it because the two pieces are different. So I'm getting ready to sew. And for the sides of the dress, I use a zigzag sewing stitch. And on my machine, I will use number 15. And that is the only time I'm going to use the zigzag stitch. For the rest of the dress, I will use a straight stitch such as 8, 9, or 10. So I'm actually a little bit surprised. It looks a lot cuter than I thought. I wasn't really sure about this pattern, but it came out pretty cute. And yeah, the drawstring, and just pull it through. And it's a little bit too long. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to pin it and sew it. It's pretty nice and it's really soft. That's the most important thing, that it's really comfy, and I think it's gonna be nice and warm. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope that you enjoyed today's project. It was only $5. It still came out pretty good from just a blanket. And I hope to see you next time.